Hello. It has been a while. If you've been wondering where I have been, honestly, I've been silly busy, the kind of busy that could very easily lead to burnout if I wasn't careful. Now, it would have been incredibly ironic for me to have a podcast where I talk about sustainable success while also burning myself out. So I decided to press pause on the podcast until I was sure I had the capacity to continue. And well, it's been well over 6 months. It was sometime last year when I posted the last update, and we're now in June. But here we finally are. I have the capacity. I'm setting aside time, and we are back. So welcome to not the Goth Boss podcast, but the Reset with me, Kat Burton. So why have I decided to rename the podcast? Well, honestly, I've decided to rename it to the Reset because I have been having a huge reset of my life, my career, my work, finding my purpose, and all of that good stuff. And what I wanted to do is bring all of you along on the journey with me, because when I do my coaching and advisory calls, many, many, many people are going through the same things that I've gone through many, many times. And if I can offer a little bit of insight or just help you feel seen, it will help you through it. So for the last, I don't know, couple of years, I've been having a big old reset of my own. And this has mostly been happening behind the scenes. But I'm going to be brave and I'm going to talk about it. So I am one of those people who I've burnt out many times throughout my career and I never really knew why. And each burnout is brutal. And I feel like I'm constantly on the cusp of it, constantly on the cusp of it. I struggle with imposter syndrome. I've never really known what my purpose is. I've known what I'm good at, but those are very, very different things. And I'm now 41. I got an ADHD diagnosis a couple of months ago, and I'll certainly talk about that at various points on the podcast as well. But it's all just left me in a place of, look, I know what I'm good at. I know what other people say I should do, but what should I do? For me, what do I enjoy? What is my purpose? And I've been working on this for, as I say, the last couple of years, and I've just decided it's finally time to make all the big changes, the things I'd said I was going to do, but I was scared of doing. I'm facing my fears. I'm throwing myself in the deep end, and we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to roll it. We're going to see what we can do. So yeah, I'm having a big old reset of my own, and I want to bring you all along on the journey because most of the advice and insights that I give to my clients, or most of the things they want to know, usually come from experience. And one of the worst things when you're going through these struggles of, hitting midlife or hitting the top of your career or hitting burnout is you think, oh, am I the only one who's going through this? Everyone else seems like they've got their shit together. And frankly, most people seem to actually not behind the scenes. So if you are one of those people that looks super successful or looks like they've got it all together, but behind the scenes you are silently struggling, feeling burned out, feeling underwhelmed. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. Are you stressed? Are you unhappy? Do you just feel like things are a bit misaligned? Then this is the place for you. So what is this podcast going to be about moving forward? Fundamentally, it's about sustainable success. It's about being successful at whatever you want to achieve while living a happy life. It's not about hustle. It's not about making you super productive. It's not about all of that because most people know how to be productive. And honestly, if you're doing something you're passionate about and that you love, you probably will be more productive anyway. It's about how do you find the thing you love and actually discover that for yourself? And how do you build a happy life? A life where you can switch off at the weekends or in the evenings, where you can still be super successful in the job, but your job doesn't define you, where your life is a big holistic thing with lots of hobbies and interests and family and friends and all those things that you care about. So we're going to cover topics that come up regularly in my coaching and advisory sessions. We'll discuss burnout, imposter syndrome, why you're always exhausted. I'm going to touch on my ADHD, as I mentioned, and what I've learned from that diagnosis in my 40s. I'm going to talk about masking, huge topic, people pleasing, spoon theory. Basically, if you're the kind of person like me who looks like you're doing well, but you're struggling underneath, I'm going to cover lots of topics that will hopefully help you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very authentic. if I feel like I'm struggling, I'm actually going to tell you this time, because it's really, really difficult to be vulnerable. And that's one of the biggest issues I see come up for the people that I work with, is they're struggling underneath and they feel like if I tell someone I'm struggling, I'm a failure. If I tell someone I'm struggling, they're going to laugh at me. They're going to think I'm weak. They're going to think all these things. And if that resonates with you, honestly, I've been there. That's how I felt too. So I'm going to carve the way. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you when I'm struggling. I'm going to tell you the things I've been going through, so that hopefully it gives you the courage and the confidence to know that you are not alone. Hopefully it'll help you feel seen. And even just feeling seen can often make things feel a million times better. So that's my quick intro into what the reset is going to be all about. Over the coming weeks, I'm going to share my first few episodes in this new format. If you think this will be helpful, please do me a huge favor. Give me a follow on wherever it is you're listening to this. If you can give me a wee thumbs up, that lets me know I'm on the right track and providing helpful content as well. And if each podcast helps just one person, if each episode, one person resonates with it and it makes their life a little bit better, then that 10, 15 minutes of me recording the episode is worth it. Also, if you have specific questions you'd like answered, I'm more than happy to answer those. And over time, I might bring in sort of little Q&A episodes where I tackle maybe one or two questions. So feel free to head over to gothboss.co.uk/podcast and send me a message. I would genuinely really, really love to hear from you. And finally, just a quick reminder, because I think it's very important to state, I am not a licensed therapist. I'm not a doctor, accountant, lawyer, anything like that. I've got a computer science degree. I'm simply just this recovering people pleaser who worked super hard. I've survived multiple burnouts. I've hit the top of that career ladder doing something actually I didn't find fulfilling anymore. And I've honestly felt completely lost for quite a long time. And all of this has left me wondering, how the hell did I get here? I feel like I've been on autopilot my whole life. If any of that resonates with you, please do join me on this journey, and hopefully we can get through it together, one episode at a time. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. It is honestly so great to be back speaking with you. I will see you next time. Bye.